We'll see who comes in. Nobody might come in.
Somebody.
There we are. Hey, what's going on, Tim? What's up, Fishing Trucker? Ryan, what's up, buddy? Wish you were here. Buckeye Catfish. Wish all you guys were here. We just got out here. Got a little late start this morning. We waited the rain out. Stopped and got some Hardee's, which was delicious.
Very much.
Steven, good morning. Laura, the Explorer, good afternoon. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, it's only 11 o'clock where you're at. Georgia Fisherman, what's up? Chris, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Good morning, everybody. Hey, 2+1 Outdoors. What's going on? Like I was saying, we just got a little late start, so we got the baits out. Got a little information from out on the lake. They say the bite's pretty slow out there. Troy Hansen and Amy. Is it Troy Hansen? Troy got I know Amy got a real good one this morning. But other than that, any news we got from the lake and the flats out there says it's pretty slow. So, Uncle Lou, what's up? Eddie Gross, good morning, good morning. Dale Hayslip, good morning, Dale. We're going to live stream for maybe a little while. I don't think I'm going to do a real long one today, but we want to get on that fish. We want to get on the fish. I'll post any pictures, or maybe we'll do some Facebook Live later if we get it any. But we're going to spend some time doing some hard fishing today, being the last day. I'm really looking forward to getting one. I'm looking to get something 20 plus. It could happen. It might not. We've been seeing a lot of pike action. If you're a pike fisherman, man, this is a great fishery. They're everywhere. It looked like they were smashing a bunch of baits on Cherokee in the calm flats. And what was that? Oh, that's your thing. I don't know. It you never know. It could have been carp, but I don't think so, because they were making like long splashing wakes. They weren't rolls. They weren't jumping out of the water. It looked like something was chasing something with its mouth open. Chad, what's going on? As long as it's under 21. I'll try to keep it under 21 for you, Chad. So we're using cut bluegill. Unfortunate. Let's have 2 seconds of silence for our bluegill that passed away last night. Okay, that's enough. We got them on ice. We're starting to use them for a bait today. Hopefully we'll get up there. Brian B. Catfishing, what's up? Good morning. Uncle Lou, good morning. Yeah, he's always a bully to me. You should see all the mean stuff he's been doing to me during this outing. It's like I got to watch my back. I can't be anywhere near him.
You got to be talking about Chad.
Yeah, see what I mean? He knows what I'm talking about. Central Valley Adventures, good morning. Oh, good. We got some people in here. Oh, let's see. I have not bullied you the entire time. He didn't even offer me a chocolate donut this morning, guys. He had a whole box of them, too. I'm sitting there. I was looking at him with those, sad puppy dog eyes, looking for those donuts, and I did give him some of these zebra cake rolls earlier in the trip, and he skipped me on the donuts.
Just for the record, Mark has been nothing less than a perfect gentleman to Chad. I've been here the whole time, and I can attest to that.
See, that's Sir Finn's Catfishing. Good morning. We are having such a good time. This has been one for the books. We're gonna think about this trip for a long time. Plan for other ones. Really looking forward to it. And we're going to, obviously extend the invites to everybody. Chad just sent a picture of him eating a donut. Avid fisherman, what's going on, my friend? Good morning. I hope you guys have as much fun next week. I think you will. If you guys are looking for another meet and greet, Avid's got his on Rudden Lake next week. Check out his page. I think it's Bank Fishermen of America. If not, I'm sure he can post his link in here to his trip, our information for it. It is so cool to meet everybody and to hang out. Last night, we were invited to a fish fry that Jerry Hohausen had. Got to meet so many good people. We had so much fun. The fish was phenomenal. We had walleye and bluegill. Holy smokes. Had a campfire, ton of pictures. We posted a lot of those pictures. They're probably all over Facebook, and those are all genuine smiles. I got some pretty cool video. I don't think Dockery's watching, but if he is, I got a little short clip of him. I'm debating on whether or not he's going to have to really be really bully. Oh, what was that? Oh, what's he casting? 10 ounce? He's going to have to really be a bully to deserve that one, but it's a good one. Chris, what's going on? Good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys are getting out and fishing. Ryan, I know he's probably fishing his tournament stuff, getting on that fish. I wonder if he's gained any weight since you got that trolling mower. He knows what I'm talking about. And oh my goodness, with the sun, it's cloudy over here. It rained pretty good all morning. Hey, Fishing Frustrations, what's going on? Lyle, bro, I don't think Lyle's in here. He might be watching. I don't think he's watching. Lyle's fishing. I don't think he's watching. He kind of said that he would rather fish than be out here, but which is good. I can definitely get it. Let me tighten up this line here. Hold on, folks.
Of the trap.
All right, I'm back. Ace Catfishing, what's going on? Greg, how you doing? Yeah, this is a good spot. This is where I got that 16 on the ice rod. Oh, what was that? This one. I don't know if that's just a shrimping. See, let's go and slide. Wait, look, see it's jumping. It just jumped. Oh, I think we're on. Nope. So, look, something was ripping at it. All right. Try it again. And we wait. Tim, what's going on? Good morning. Stan, what's up, buddy? Tomorrow will be Stan Day. Make sure you check them out. We got Betty and the gang here, too. They're fishing across the way. Fishing them to south. Hello. D, what's going on, D? If Betty's watching, hi, Betty. If Katie's watching, hi, Katie. Gotta say hello to the ladies. Oh yeah, here, check that out. Look at it. Look at it. That's maybe 3 feet off the bottom. You see how it's separated?
Yep,
The first, yeah. Well, it's not going slack. It's not bouncing anymore, so we'll give it a second. There could be a turtle or something down there. So we got a little action. We'll see what happens. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I saw somebody mention Catfish Heroes. What's up, Sean, if you're here? Fisher Custom Baits, what's up? Good morning. Got something messing with this line right here. But I pulled a little chunk of bait up and there was a tear in it, so I'm not really thinking it's a catfish. But we'll see. Hopefully. Oh, wait. It just went. A little bit of boat, so it makes it hard to. Do the finger thing. When it touches my fingers when we're going to pull it off. We'll do that. I'd love to. The bite's a little slow today. I'd love to get into the 20-pound class. That's kind of my goal. I want to get into just 20 pounds. I don't want to get ahead of Chad. We'll let him stay boss man. So I hope you guys saw all those pictures that everybody was posting. They're all pretty cool. It's still doing some weird things. Something down there chewing on it. Do you have it like right there next to that dock? Perfect. I'm having so much fun fishing with Rob. Could be worse. I could be fishing with Jerry.
Oh, or Chad.
Yeah, Chad. Well, if I'm fishing with Chad, D's going to be there, which D's twice as good as Chad is bad, so it would be still ahead of the game.
Would definitely soften the blow.
Yeah, it would, definitely. But he's still got those donuts that he's sending us pictures of. But that's okay. We got zebra cakes. We're good. Oh, we're going to wait it out. We're going to hang out. We're going to get on some fish. Here's some more. Let's see. This one's closer to the bottom.
Yep.
Here too. No, those aren't. That's from us swinging. I heard a good Lord coming from across the way. I thought maybe they had a fish. I hope you guys. Oh my goodness, that's you. We're on. We are on. Get this line in. All right, guys, we are on. Rahab. Get this line out of the water. Get us a net. Let's see if he got my 22. I mean, my 20. Okay, it's a fish. He's wrapped up. Oh, look at that. He spit it and get that hook back up. There we go. Oh, this one's, he said it's not as big. It's still a freaking monster. Check it out. These are channel cats, folks. Let's get it off the carpet. Yep. Oh, that's just the second rig that's wrapped around him. You need the grippers? Look at his mouth, how chewed up it is.
You got her bad. That's a weird spot to hook him.
Okay. Oh, he's still. Watch your fingers. Got it. Hold on a second. There we go. Get this out of the way. That's all right. Oh, angry. Wow, he is hooked. Yeah. Shouldn't use pliers unless you absolutely have to. At least that's my train of thought. There we go. That came out. Yeah. There you go. You gotta hold your fish up while I go get some damn. Oh, he's all wrapped up. He's gonna get me in the family jewels. There we go. You mind if I just toss this over? No, get it out the way. It's 12, 14 maybe. We're gonna wait and find out. Fish on the board. Skunk out of the boat. Yo.
Huh? 12?
You know what? I don't have my scale. I didn't throw my catfish tackle box in here.
All right. Well, there he is, y'all.
That's a good fish.
Yeah.
Show him the front. Show him the mouth. Show how chewed up he is. Well, look at how bad his mouth is. We got to get closer here. Look how chewed up. That thing's been eating like crazy. All right. Look at the spots on him.
Yep.
Look how long these whiskers are, too. I can't believe we forgot our scale. Take a guess.
I'm going to say 12, 13.
I'm going to say, I'll give it 14. That thing's awesome. What fun is that? On the board. Let's see what people were saying here during that. Remember, these are channel cats.
Yeah. Can we get a picture of it, Mark?
Absolutely. I told you, you're right in that money spot.
That's the one that hit too.
All right, Siri, open photos. Over
Oh, there you go. Siri, open photos.
Or camera, you should say.
Oh, shoot.
That's all right.
Siri, open camera. She's not even listening.
Yeah, don't say your code out loud.
No.
Want me to hold the fish while you're doing it? All right. Terrific.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right, oh, it's on. I'm sorry, I was gonna be. Let's get a picture of the front of that mouth and stuff. How chewed up that thing is. And those spots are kind of cool. Maybe you could send me these.
Sure.
Beautiful.
All right, off we go.
Awesome channel cat. J-Dog, what's up? Good morning. Mad Catters, what's up, buddy? Hey, thank you for the compliment. I know you're lying through your teeth, but that's okay. Oh, back to table. Say hello to your buddy, Rob.
Hey, Eric, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Eric. Eric, I'm Mark. Nice to meet you, bud.
Got my bait, man.
It's got J-Dog Fishing Custom Baits. We're reusing bait. This is the last day of fishing. Sorry about the swinging. 2 guys and a little boat. Damien, I don't know if you were just here, but we got like a 14-pounder. So I'm hoping Rob has lots of tackle because I left my bag back at the.
I've got it. I've got us covered.
I just need some hooks and some leader, if anything. You know what? I'm going to try at the corner of this dock.
Sure.
All right. Back in the water. We got a huge monster. We're going to have to get the scale from next door. Oh.
Eric, you out fishing today?
Give him a second. There is a lag.
Yeah.
Tim Molina. I know I said hello to you earlier. Tim Molina, my buddy Damien. Good guy. That guy can cook too. Damien cooks like a madman. Only guy I know that works 12 hours, comes home and cooks pork short ribs.
Oh my!
On his homemade smoker / barbecue direct heat grill. Man, he's a cooking machine. Man, that's a good fish.
Yeah, it was.
He's looking at houses, but I see a lot of water here. Laugh out loud. I was bank the table to you.
There you go, Eric.
Absolutely. Damien, you're definitely coming up here with me, my friend. Bring your 2 kids with us, too. We'll put them on a big old channel cat. They'll go crazy. We got to do that, bro. I'm actually thinking about getting a 1-year boat ramp pass, so we'll be good. Later, Tim. Thanks for checking out. Hopefully you're getting out and doing something good. Oh, you got it for steak yet? Yeah, I know the feeling. This one's been killing me all day. It's just in that meat spot.
Yeah.
You think if you're recovered, you can give me a pop out of that cooler? All right, so we got one on the board right away. Heck, we were only in 13 or 19 minutes, so that was at 15 minutes, I'm going to guess. That would be a good guess, right? It's been 4 minutes since the release.
Probably.
So we're good. Again, I said this yesterday. I don't know so much about this spot. This is kind of like a channel between the lakes. We'd get on a couple of fish, and then it would go dead for a while. Cool. Holler if you need anything or you want to chat. We're more than welcome to have you listen in. I don't think I'm going to do as long a stream today because I want to do some. I want to get on that 20. I want to spend a lot of time fishing and chatting with Rob and hopefully when I get near Chad, yelling at Chad. Maybe we'll go find Dockery and Lyle. They're out there fishing. I hear they had a pretty good day, but I'm not at liberty to share their results. You guys can just message Dockery and ask him. Message Dockery a lot. But I can tell you he's not the angry fisherman this week.
No, he's had a smile on his face since we got here.
That's right. And you know what I think did it? Not the fish. It was when I saw him, he got to give me the salute, and then I gave him a big old hug, and that hug just melted his heart. So if you ever see Dockery in person, hug the living bejesus out of him. Are you out here? Are you over by the bridge, Chad? I don't see you. Beep your horn or something. It says you were 30 yards from him. Or are you 30 yards from Dockery? Mindy Hogan. Good morning, Miss Hogan. How are you doing, Miss Mindy? Oh, you're fishing over by Lyle. Cool. Hopefully you guys will get on him too. He does. He really likes hugs. I bet you Rob's tired of hearing me talk like I'm talking to myself.
No. Not at all.
Man, being outside and being on film sure does make me look great. Holy smokes. I'm so vain. Oh, there we go. Come on, get on there. False alarm. Party foul. -1 point, Rob. He's got 5 for catching that fish. Oh, thanks, Chad. Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. Ha! You went right instead of left. We were going to think that way. We came up here. I kind of planned to come up here. I like to follow a plan, see what happens. That plan is pretty much to fish this spot for a little while, and then we're going to I'd like to fish over by where you guys are at, just to spend some time with you guys on the last day near you. Good morning, Glenn. How are you? Fishing's good. We just got a channel about we're guessing 12, 14 pounds. We left the scale at the truck. At least we got the net today. But if we get a real big monster, we're pretty close to Betty. Betty and the Crosses, we're fishing again with them. I'm sure they'd be happy to let us use their scale. You have a request and don't know. Okay, what's your request? Well, there you go. If you're getting on Facebook, Tim, send me a request, or if I see your name come up or something, I'll definitely send you one either way. Who's going to charge me $24? Oh, no, that's what you're going to have to pay to get home. But you know what? If you choose not to pay that, you can always come stay with me, Chad. Well, D can't, right? Is that? Here's a little story. I don't know if you guys heard this yet, but Chad and Betty headed this way. Betty's like, yeah, you want to, which way should I go? She wanted to go around the city, which is way out of their way. I'm like, just go on 294, which goes around the city. Well, I think they made a mistake, and they got on what's called the Skyway here on the border of Indiana and Illinois. And a 3-axle trailer at that time of day cost them $20.40. And they're all both blaming me. So 2 of them, was it 2 of them? It's just the 2 of them, right?
Didn't Chris and Telly come?
No, they did, but not with them. So we're looking at $40.80 in tolls that they paid between the 2 of them. That's pretty crazy. This has gone real slack. Let's see what's up. No, that was on the bottom, right?
No, that was on the top though, because the bottom one coming on and got it.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I've been running the thing. The last 60 fish on a double hook rig, I've had 2 of them on the bottom hook.
That's it, huh?
That's it. No matter where I'm at.
Because that's kind of what I wanted my tackle back. I didn't bring it. I was going to start floating baits off the bottom.
You can tag one up real quick. You want one?
What do you got, peg floats?
Well, you want a double hook rig, right?
I was just going to put a peg float on what I got.
Oh, okay.
But we can use a double hook rig later. We'll set that up in a little bit. If you got some leader, maybe I'll just tie one that's like a foot off the bottom. You know, a dropper loop. I don't necessarily need two. But I mean, I'm catching fish too this way, so I don't know. Let's leave them sit. Let's leave them soak for a little bit. Oh, I'm glad you saw the fish, Lorianne. Up. I got a mega deal thing. Why do I think that's from Whisker Seekers? It could be. Is it? I might have to stock up on some stuff. What I like to see coming text from them is free shipping. That's always a favorite one of mine. And if anybody, I met a lot of people that are sponsored for Whisker Seekers over the day. I got to meet Denny today. I got some pictures with him. We're in the parking lot. I'm getting my boat ready, and out he comes out of the motel. We kind of both looked at each other and like, hey, what's going on? So we got to talk for a couple of minutes in the parking lot. It was pretty cool meeting him. It's been an awesome weekend. So many good people. The fishing's been great. If he catches another fish, I'm going to drop him off here at the dock and leave him. Or trade him in for Jerry. Parker's over in Betty's boat too. He's fishing with them today. They kind of put the kayaks, or he put the kayak for us today. He did get on a cool fish yesterday. Look for his video. Oh, that was the day before yesterday, right? On his little Snoopy rod, so keep an eye out for that. Hold on, let me holler. Hey, Betty. Day 3 and I still have a voice. Has it got any worse? I don't know if it can. Cheers, I haven't enjoyed. Did you just get back from work, buddy? And when do you start your vacation? My buddy from home, Jim Stanley, I guess is gonna try and get out and fish with Mike Greenwald. I'm sure they'll have a good time together. Jim's a good guy. He comes into these chats every now and then. He's fishing out of his backyard, I think, all weekend, looking for that monster flathead. I think he's got 2, maybe 3 this year on the smaller side. But hey, a flathead's a flathead, man. You know, the big ones are really, really cool, but the little ones are cool. Oh, wait, something's definitely messing with my line. Unless that was you. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I might need a hook. Oh, I can just use the hook I got on there. Oh, look at that. There we go. Maybe Is that line moving? Yeah. No? Whatever it is, it was small. Maybe it was a pike. Whatever's in those docks doesn't want to commit. That's probably a little one. Not that I've seen any little ones while I was here, but they got to be here. How do they get big? They got to be little first, right? Yeah. Polar bear, what's up? Oh, what was that? I thought there was a clicker. Did you hear that? I did. What? Like, wait a minute. Did I set the clicker on accident? All right, I had 2 bites over there. There's got to be something in there. Well, you saw that line move, didn't you? Here, look. What do you think's doing that? That's a northern. I think we got a northern gumming the bait. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that it's kind of chewed up. We're going to try and get him either way. I bet you once we sting him, he'll leave. Yeah, if you like northern pike, this is an awesome fishery too for that. There's a ton of them here. Mr. Stokes doesn't care for them, and he found out why people call them snot rockets. All right, cool. Well, I'm sure you're looking forward to Thursday, Abby. Rend Lake, that's right. Meet and greet is next week. Yep, next weekend there's a meet and greet Abbott's having on Rend Lake in Illinois. Abbott, what town's near there again? I forget. You'll have to forgive me. See, all this action's by the docks here. Yeah. I'm tempted to suspend a snippy bait, but I'm worried about the rope. And on this would probably be perfect. Well, actually, this might be a little deep. No, this would be okay for you. Oh, I don't even need these. You got to tie surgeon's loop?
I never tie them.
Here, I'll show you, but I want to tighten it. Pretty much. You just double up. Once you use this, you'll save so much on swivels. You do this, you can do a double. I do a single, and it's plenty. You double it up just like a Palomar. You do this, and when you pull it tight, it doesn't break. Nothing. It's plain and simple. And that's why I use swivels on the end. If you have one of these barrel swivels on the end of yours, you can always do it. What is it, a hitch? No, hitch net. You put it through and then feed it back through, and you'll be good that way too. Benton, Illinois. Oh, we got a nice deck boat coming through here. It's been a while since I've seen a deck boat. Dude, my fingers aren't, I don't have enough dexterity to do it like that. Which is why those surgeon boots work really well for me.
I'm heading in there if that change help us out at all. I see the lines going out. All right, yeah, we'll get them in.
Where's he trying to get? All right. No problem. First they can tell him.
Well, it affects both of us.
Yeah.
Do it, and I gotta wrap it.
I don't want that effect on either of us.
Now, I mean, it's only 2 feet deep here. What are you guys fishing for?
It's 24 feet right where you're at.
What's that?
It's 24 feet right here.
Oh, so you're right at the...
We're hitting the drop off. It's us. We're fishing for the big channels. Catfish. You should be good, bud.
This is my first time of the year, so don't laugh too bad.
Hey, you're good, man.
Thank God you don't have to watch me trailing this thing. That's another thing. People out here are super nice. We are on Lake Mendota. Or actually Lake Mendota and Lake Cherokee. We're on the Madison chain of lakes. Awesome fishery. Fins and Finds. What's going on, Bob? We were talking about you last night, about how we want to fish with you. What's the river?
James out there.
The James River out by you. You need to get in touch with both me and Rob. I think you got room on that pontoon boat of yours.
There you go.
We are in Wisconsin, Lori.
I don't know if we can put that pontoon on the James. I don't
know. Well, we got to go somewhere where you can get that sweet pontoon of his. All right, they look like they're done. We'll get our lines back out.
She might be going out there.
Oh. Are you coming back out or are you parking?
I'm done today.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to aim for the corner of this dock here, all right?
I'm going to that third pontoon.
Right there. See where I'm at?
Yep.
Where's this one at?
A double hook rig on it.
Is this so I can cast the cast to? Yeah. Oh! No, it's going to fall. We should be. So that's probably a good thing then. You bet. All right, let's see what Fins and Finds had to say. James, let's go. James, too small for a pontoon, though. Great for kayaks, but plenty of Great Lakes for the big boat. Awesome. Hey, how would you like to get on some of those stripers that he gets on?
Oh, yeah, twist my arm, I'll do it.
Maybe we can hit some of those stripers if you're kind enough next year. Let us know. I'll be happy to take you anywhere you want to go out by me, or we can come bring you out here too.
Hey, Bob, where'd you catch that last catfish at in that last video you had?
You guys hooked up? Oh, a bobber. Okay. We got a Patriot James bobber out there. Yeah, if you can get the time, maybe, it can't hurt to come back out here too. How long's the drive for you?
I'll make the drive. It's only
Oh,
6
there
hours.
we go. We can do that.
It's only an hour further here than it is to Bob's house from where I'm at.
Oh, okay. The pontoon boat might be kind of hard to haul all the way up here. I don't know how comfortable you are trailering it. And I don't think I ever asked you how long that is, Bob. I don't know if it's one of them real big ones, but until you're standing next to something on a trailer, you don't really have a good idea of what it could be like to trailer it. But I mean, this is a good place. I caught one fish under 10 pounds, and that was an 8-pounder. Everything else was a teener. Seen a 30 come out, some 20s come out. Chad got a PB at Awesome. I got a PB at 17 pounds, which I had a PB the day before on the Whisker Seeker ice rod, which was fun as heck. I plan on coming out here quite a bit more, learn this area. Scout Lake of the Ozarks, anyway. We can go target blues and hybrids there. If I'm on Lake of the Ozarks, we got to spend some time on crappie too. Actually, I'd really like to live at Lake of the Ozarks. I do want to make a trip out there sometime to see exactly how busy that lake gets. If it gets crazy, I might need to work. Which way is where it gets less crazy? Is that upstream or downstream?
It ain't too bad around Warsaw, I know that.
See, I got to know people that know what's going on there up around Warsaw, I guess is where I want to check out. Bob agrees. Ooh, you got that one way out there. Caleb with a K, he casts like an animal. That was an 80-yard cast, easy. See, look at this. There's some more. There's one. There's one.
Yeah.
Come on, fishies. They could be carp. We don't know. There was a lot of big carp here. I think they moved a lot. Heck channel. Oh, you got Something on that end. I'll tell you what. Just tapped. Yep. Tapped and went slack. Right into that money spot. So yesterday I kind of ended the stream on an accident. So part one of yesterday, for some reason, didn't post on YouTube. So I got to get home and get on my computer. I couldn't figure out exactly why on my phone. I might need to download it and re-upload it, or I'll download and look at it, see if it's got any fish on there or anything. I'm not going to put on there if it's just me rambling. Even though I love talking to you guys, it doesn't mean that it's something that somebody wants to watch after the fact. So it is what it is. So I'll take a look at that and figure out why. If it's just a issue of, wow, mine really went slack here. Let's see if it goes tight real quick. See it? We actually picked the rod up. We'll hold on to it. It's windy. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad. But like I was saying, it's good to talk to you guys while we're here. I know everybody likes to partake in that. I know how many people watch live streams after the fact. I know it's cool to catch up with friends, see what they went through. But up here comes the sun. Let's see what that does to the bite. Look at this. Is that underneath the... What am I in? Oh, look at this. Yep. Dun, dun, dun. Turtle action. That's the first time this whole weekend, right?
I haven't been messed with before.
All right, we'll take this weight off. Can't believe I left my bag in the truck. I was telling Rob while we were putting the boat in the water that I love the help, and he's been super helpful. But once you get that one man
Got to get that routine down.
order of operation in place, which is fine. I'm grateful to have him. All right. What kind of mono am I trusting my PB to here? Is it Berkeley? Looks like Berkeley.
You got, yeah, Charlie Green. Some tough line.
Feels pretty tough. Wow, this really cuts that easy. You guys figure it out yet that I'm a Hummer? I don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, exactly. I'll get this through the eye. This 5-aught hook's got a small eye. It's kind of hard to get this. What contest is this?
Yeah, almost got to kink it.
I'm trying not to, but I think I'm going to have to. Should wrap it around there a little more once, right? Is that the best way to do it, I think?
I never do, but I ain't saying it ain't the right way.
See how that? That didn't really do much. All right, we'll put some bacon on there. Thank you, buddy.
I was watching him tie knots.
Rob, you're fired.
Second day on the job.
Come back to me. And we're on.
Fish on.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we might need your scale for this one. Oh, yeah. Fish on. Let me point that camera over here. We're going to bring them on this side of the boat. Or try to. They pretty much do what they want. I hope we're probably knitting a sweater here. He's over here in the dock. Give me this one. Oh, he's back up behind the boat.
No, he's back that way.
I'll hang it to you in a second. We get him out of the anchor. No. No, he's not that big. But he's feisty.
I'd like to say I stirred it up for you.
There you go. I appreciate that. Oh, no, Mark, there ain't no slouch.
Yeah, I haven't caught one here yet. Ouch. As I hook myself. Yeah. Oh, yeah, nice fish. Oh, success. All right, I'm on the board. We got 2 fish in the boat today. Fish on. That one was out in the deep water.
That one come plumb around the boat.
Oh my God, he's really clamping down on me. Holy smokes. There we go. All right, let's put him here. Get this net out of the way. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I got a small boat. So it's all about what are we going to call it? Contents management? Let's lay it down here for now. All right, folks. Here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Look at the size of that one. This will go 12 pounds, maybe, yeah? I don't know. Feels a little heavy. What do you think? All right, let me take these off.
1, 2, 3. Good pick.
All right. I'm a happy man. Ready? Watch. Oh, yeah. These big ones, you don't catch these everywhere. You let them go. It's a channel cats. They don't get this big ever. Or too many places but here.
Yeah, back home, that's an awesome fish.
Yeah, we got people here fishing from all over the country this week.
Really?
Ow. And they're mean here too, which makes them more fun to catch.
How you guys doing? Yeah.
We'll call that one a 12. I like to guess I'm a little short, so nobody can call me a liar. Well, only one that could really call me a liar would be him because he was in the boat. Right, Rob?
I'm not calling you a liar unless you lie, Mark.
Okay, good. Well, that's what I mean. I try not to, even about my fish.
Right.
It ain't worth it to me. Don't take this the wrong way, peeps. I don't care. Yeah.
It's amazing how these things run.
It is, isn't it? They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Guys, just so you know, this fish was, I don't know, maybe 25 yards behind us.
Yeah.
Behind us and off to this side. And it ran all the way towards the dock, almost got into all our lines, came back towards, almost got into the anchor, came under the boat and back out. So literally, I'd say a total of 100-yard run back and forth easy. Thank you, Stephen. They're great. They're great. These channel cats are such a blast to catch. You know, people hear the word channel cat and I think, oh, little fish this, little fish that, everywhere, but there's exceptions to all of that. This happens to be one. That was on a head. Oh, look, right through the eyeball. That's going to be a good one. I even got my bait back in. This is the little size of the bait that we're using. This is literally, I don't know, an inch long. So I'm glad to get one. Oh, let's see what D has to say. Skunk out of the boat with a 26-inch pike. That's a nice pike. Snot rocket for D. She's on the board. Oh, I think I'm going to be sorry I didn't bring that scale. It is what it is.
No, I think it's real sorry.
Oh, let's take it. Oh. All right, do you know where my inside line is at? Could you move them?
Your inside line. That was your inside line.
It was? Yeah. No. This one was on the outside. I know it was on the outside. Yeah, we moved it over. This one's going that way. Okay. There goes my scale.
That's another problem that braid. You can't see it.
Right. Where are you guys headed?
Trying to find a fish.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Mark's on the board.
Around the board. I was in the process of changing over to a Kentucky rig, a single hook Kentucky rig. Maybe a foot off the bottom. We'll try it out. We'll get this baited up. No. It's just heavy.
I know, dude.
I don't want to pinch your finger.
Hold that nail while I swing this hammer.
If I like pause when I'm talking about something, that means I'm thinking about how it could go wrong and how not to let it go wrong. I'm gonna actually drop this one. I don't want to cast back in there. What do you think? Right? That would be a bad idea.
Because he's going to run there anyway.
Right. I wonder if I can get up this way without the lines messing up. Or I'm going to drop it right here next to the boat. We're gonna suspend one off the side of the boat and see what happens. Oh, it's too shallow here. Look at this. There's the top of my leader. So yeah, we're gonna get on that ledge. Later, guys.
This one here's on a fourth.
Okay. Yeah, that's twice as deep right there. Hopefully that pike won't come in and bother me too much anymore. Yes. All right, let's see what's going on in chat, folks. Sorry, I want to get back, set back up on the fish. I think the last one I was talking about, Dee was talking about catching her, getting the skunk out of the boat with a PB. Hey, Mr. Chavez, what's going on? Oh, just in time, yeah. Rob got one too. Mo Creek Fish, you got one right before that. All good fish. This is so much fun over here. Skunk out of the boat, D. All right. Again with the pike. Cool. We're caught up with the chat. So let's see if we can get back on the fish. You know what I'm thinking what I need to do, Rob? I think I need to mount like a rod holder here. I think I'm going to get a set of those, what's Scotty ones?
Yeah.
Mount the base so I can drop them in there when I need them.
There you go.
Because I'm thinking if I'm going to start trolling for walleye, I'm going to need them close to where I'm driving.
Right.
And I'm going to need it high enough so I can have the pole straight up, right?
That would do it.
I think we're going to do that. That's my next project. So what are you guys fishing for? What are you guys looking for? Bass? There's guys fishing for muskie from the shore over here. We know they're fishing for muskie. Robert, he sent me, Robert texted me, sent me a picture. No, that's okay. It doesn't do anything to the stream. It just gets my attention. And if they heard a ding, I like to share with them what's going on. You know what I could go for? Some of that fish.
From last night?
From last night. Yeah. And here's somewhere about how these people, how serious they take the catfishing conservation on this. Like we were at a fish fry, and you think one of the things that you see most at a fish fry is catfishing. They were cooking up bluegill and walleye. There wasn't a catfish fillet in the pile. It was a big pile too. Mr. Chavez, if you're listening, D says hello. Oh, we got another boat coming by. Was this Lund there last night? I think it was. I don't care what anybody says. Some Lunds are nice. They're the high price, but they're nice. Yeah. A lot of dough. A lot of dough. Love to get into Lumacraft. Betty loves her Hughes craft. Maybe someday. Until then, this one will do pretty good. So what do you think of this boat, Robert?
This is a great little rig for what we're doing, especially.
I think so. I don't think I'd get on the big lake, or unless it's a super calm day, be in Lake Michigan or the Mississippi River, unless I was in maybe a wider spot, a little calmer spot than where I was at.
I'd take this on Mississippi.
Yeah? I've seen guys in smaller boats. I guess I just need to be better prepared as far as gear and stuff too. That was kind of overwhelming. The fact that I had 2 8-ounce sinkers on there and it still wasn't staying down.
Yeah. That
was nuts. It was like boating on a hot tub. I know Tim, he's out there all the time. That in the Missouri, I believe. He's a fishing machine. Lyle Stokes loves those big rivers. He's been doing it for a while. A lot of big river guys out there. A lot of guides outside of St. Louis, like SLC, I believe, catfishing. I know the Whisker Seeker guys. Yeah, that's nice. That's pretty nice. Sorry, boat envy. It's better than no boat. You're absolutely right. This boat definitely. All right, originally I was going to call it the Game Changer. I still consider it the Game Changer in my fishing. But after further consideration, I think I've renamed it Half Slab because it's a smaller boat. And if anybody gets the inside joke, I think the name's the Half Slab. Fishing Vessel Half Slab, I think we're going to keep it. And then when I get another boat, we're going to call it Full Slab. I asked my wife if she wanted to call. Well, actually, she kind of says, "Are you going to call it the Sheila D?" And I'm like, I don't know. That wasn't a good answer. So we get 2 fish on the board. We'll see if what my thinking is true. If we don't get you fish in like 40 minutes or so, we'll be moving. What do you think, Rob? You think that's a plan?
Yeah, well, the way it's been all week, a couple fishing out, you know.
I had one spot with 3. We had a pike over here messing with stuff. I gave my son my tournament TX 1725. Is that a Lumacraft tournament? Those are sweet boats. Your son's a lucky guy. Those Illumicrafts are nice. I don't know whether to get. I think it's the tournament and the one that's, what is it? The Shadow. I forget the model names, but they're nice. One of them has the rail system, and one of them actually has gunnels, nice wide gunnels. I'm kind of leaning towards the one with nice wide gunnels. That doesn't come in at 21, and I'm really leaning against getting a 21, but I do like the one because it's got dual seat posts in the front, which would make crappie fishing with another person really, really useful. If I ever managed to get something with live scope, it would be perfect for two people to fish. I'm sure anybody here, including Rob, would be more than happy to get on the front of that boat and go slay some slabs.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Yeah, I think we can. That might be what makes my decision, but I do like a nice wide gunnel. Something about being able to step on it, being able to mount stuff anywhere. You can always put a track system on top of that. And another thing people have told me with like boat long track systems, the actual entry points kind of make it inconvenient to add stuff all the time because you're having to take all your attachments off. And let's say if you want to get something between, this rod holder and that rod holder, you got to loosen them up and slide them all down and all back.
Everything's a trade-off.
Absolutely. It's funny, a couple of people here on the lake, and Rob will attest to this. One guy was drifting and casting. I think they were fishing for pike, I don't know, or anything that would bite. I'm pretty sure they were casting out baits, artificials. And he says, "What are you guys all fishing for out here?" I said, "Catfish." And he looked at me. Oh, a tractor. Okay, gotcha. He looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, "All you guys are here fishing for catfish?" I said, "Absolutely." I go, there's a chance of getting a 30-pound channel cat in here. He goes, they get to be 30 pounds. He gave me that look. He looked at us like I was crazy and he left. And this other bass guy just came up and asked what we're fishing for over here. And I told him catfish. I explained to him that half the boats out here today are from all over the country or the Midwest out here fishing for catfish. And he was really surprised. So maybe we got a couple more people to come into the family and check it out online, because once they do, I'm a firm believer they'll get that bug. Yeah. I mean, look at this. I'm fishing a big lake with a creek fisherman over here for channel cats.
Crazy, ain't it?
Crazy how life changes and how people change and how things turn out. For the best, I may add. Yeah, I can understand that, Bob. The steadiness of a pontoon's pretty cool. We had a 24-foot Illumicraft back in the day. It had a 40-horse 7-wood out there, and it actually did pretty good. We'd get that thing up to like 21 miles an hour. Burned a lot of fuel, and pretty much when we had that pontoon boat, I was a taxi driver. I didn't get to use it too often. By the time I got done hauling everybody out around, the Tippecanoe River and Lake Schaefer out there, I'd come back and I'd be like, all right, too much sun. Even underneath that canopy, I was done. So at night, we would just bank fish over there. We actually had a pond literally across right at the end of our driveway that a neighbor owned. And we did a lot of like bass and bluegill fishing in there, a lot of it. Every now and then we throw a big channel cat in there too. It'd grow pretty big. That thing was so overrun with bluegills that it had plenty to eat. But the problem is every time it would flood, any of the fish of quality would leave. The little ones, I think they tended to find the deep spots or would hide, but there'd always be some bluegill left. You're back? Oh, you're kidding. So you think you'll be able to blow it out at the lake? You might want to swing by that gas station, see if they can dig out an air hose at the dock. All right. Sorry, guys. Good luck. Holler at me if you need something.
I owe you one, Jerry.
What do you owe him? A finger?
Well,
He can't see that. Jerry! Gumby! Jerry's got a rain suit on. It's green. He looks like Gumby walking around on the front of that boat. Low 40. Well, he got a 250. 250 and 40 is a big difference. That 250 is a big motor. I'm trying to figure out, well, after talking to Lyle and some other people that are boat owners for a while, they always say, get the biggest motor you can afford that's rated for your boat. Reason being is because it's good to do cruising speeds at, half or 3/4 the RPM than full RPMs, which makes sense to me. So I can totally understand putting a big motor like that on anything. But with big motors come big prices. Ain't that right, Bob? Rob? Big maintenance. Big storage place. Well, Illinois, that's not so bad because I know, is it like that in Missouri where you got to pay every year your taxes? Illinois, it ain't. You got to pay the taxes at time of purchase, and then they just tax you to death via trailer plates. Pontoons are great. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Anything you can fish off. Banks are great. But a boat's better. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Avid. So, real quick update. The Crosses boat got their intake stopped up for their water cooling on their motor. What the intake port for their whatever, it quit spitting. So they got to get out on the lake, some deeper water. They're going to try to force it out by getting on it. It'll cool off by the time they get down there, and they'll try to force it clean just by running it hard. One of the obstacles to shallow water fishing, most definitely. Cool, Evan. Well, don't forget anything like I did. I forgot a couple things. Make sure you pack that grill up because they're going to be in for a treat when you start cooking for them. If I was coming, I'd bring you some more of that beer and that sausage that we had. I know you like that stuff. He cut all that up, mixed it up with the eggs in the morning, even threw some barbecue spice on there. Really made it taste different. All right, 20 more minute countdown. I don't know if we should go to the flats or if we should go back in the Cherokee. You're smart. You got a list, unlike me. Couldn't find a beer. Oh well, you'll have to wait till I come down there and we meet up. I'll bring you a couple cases of this stuff. I'll bring you like 8 packs of the pints. Last you for a little bit at least. Oh, Bob, you got to work. You got to work. It's better to work than not have work. That's for sure. I'm sure Avid understands. With a 10-foot John and a 4-horsepower Johnson. Yeah, my first boat was actually a canoe. We canoed around that river. And that canoe turned into my dad buying a Bayliner, an 18-foot Capri, I want to say it was called. Had 130 IO. That was a nightmare to get up shallow in that river, but I managed to figure it out after 2 skags and like 2 props. And then after that, we got rid of that. We got a pontoon boat. I thought it would be better. It turned out to be good, but I turned out to be a taxi driver in that. And then after that, I said no more boats. Got a couple kayaks and one canoe, a canoe where I put a trolling motor on there. That was kind of shady. That was kind of shifty.
Yeah, oh
A
yeah.
12-foot plastic combing canoe with a 40 foot-pound of thrust trolling motor on the back. My wife liked that canoe because she got to sit in front while I paddled her around the lake. Those guys back there long enough for that? I don't think so. Unless they just went and looked around and left. And those little, I don't know if any of you, do you ever get a chance to fish out of like a bass boat? Like Chad's?
No, I never really fished.
I'd be worried I'd fall out of them. Honestly.
Last boat I had was a 1654 weld up. It had a 60 horse jet on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was awesome. Big River a lot.
You know, avid glizzies, that's an East Coast phrase. Don't we call them red hots or just hot dogs down here by us? It's. I actually looked up the word glizzies, and it turns out that it's check it out on Urban Dictionary. You might open your eyes. Anybody else live streaming today? I'm guessing there probably is, it being Saturday. We got 12 people watching, which is cool with me. We'll be on here for a little while. At least we'll finish this spot up while we're streaming. But we're going to be game on. We're all meeting for dinner tonight. We're going to this little local mom and pop steakhouse. We're really looking forward to that. Had Hardee's for breakfast, which is, I was talking to this about Rob. I usually don't eat in the morning, but over here I'm starting to get my morning appetite back, which is kind of cool. Be nice to get, food out of the way in the morning and then not get so hungry at night before bed. That's under the dock. See how that's a little darker? Yeah. It looks like it gets deeper under the docks. There's a drop off. If I was a bass or a pike, I'd be casting right straight into these, banging off those rocks.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Somebody asked me in my stream yesterday, I forgot, do you remember who it was about boat rentals?
Who did ask that? There's a marina, right?
Was it Pappy? I think it was Catfish and Pappy. If Pappy does come back and watch this, I'll message him and see if that was him. Look at that thing to my hands are chewed up from bait and catfish. He was looking for a boat rental place, and there's two here, right on this little channel. I'll try and hook up with him and get him that stuff. If you're watching that, you can always just search Lake Mendota and Cherokee and look at the channel in between the two. And once you zoom in, it'll show you boat rental places and stuff on there too. But I'll definitely look that up. But he's in and out of my chats too. If somebody hollers at him, I'm actually kind of happy that we got the good people in here. But I'm happy that there's people out there that they're out there fishing too today, because they should be. Rather than sitting around stuck at work or whatever, listening to chat, getting their stuff done. I appreciate you guys here, but it's always nice to see everybody getting out there and fish. Yeah, there you go. Will not be easy on eating a glizzy. There you go. I haven't looked it up.
That's good to know, Abbott.
Uh-huh. Abbott, are you going to stream live from Ren next week? Hopefully Josh will do it. I'll have to message him. Hopefully a lot of people will. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys do out there and all the pictures and stuff. Hopefully you guys have as good a time as we are. See what I mean? 2 and done.
Yeah. It's been constant like that.
Yep. Like if you guys have been here for a Pappy, that's right. See, it was Catfish Pappy.
Okay.
Cool. I'll make sure to contact him. Abby, do you know who Catfish Pappy is on Facebook? If you do, if you could message me that later. If not, I know you're busy with the meet and greet, but I'm pretty sure you know who most of these people are on Facebook. If you could send me his name or something, I'd appreciate it. Cool. Live stream and do videos. Chris, thank you so much for confirming that it was. I've met so many cool people today. I'm just hoping to keep half their names straight in my head. Chad and Dee, if you guys are listening, how you guys doing out on the lake? Or are you back in Cherokee? Because we're heading to Cherokee after this. It's not going to be much longer. Cool, thank you. I'm sure if he comes in or somebody listening to the thing that's on my friends list can send me that info as well. But I know you're pretty well connected, Avid. So Chad too. Chad's another one who pretty much, there he is. What's up, Chad? You're back in Cherokee. Only caught the bike so far. Okay. All right, so next year, or next time if I'm out here, or if we're out here, I think what the plan of attack is going to be, get that one fish, give it 20 minutes, nothing, move.
Yep.
No fish in 30 minutes, move altogether. I have no doubt that this would fill up, but do we want to wait an hour or two? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For that chance.
That one we got a short day anyway.
Yep. Richard Ward is fantastic. That was so cool meeting Richard.
Yes. So many good people out here.
Same with Ernie and Chrissy Brown. Great people.
Yep.
I left my rain gear at home, and without even asking, Ernie pulls out a rain poncho. I'm like, you're the greatest. That was fantastic. If you guys are watching, thanks, Ernie and Chrissy. I appreciate it. Up, flopping in there again. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Right there. I think that's a catfish.
Man, I don't know out here. They're funny out here. Because I saw that fish come up.
You know what? It can't hurt. It can't hurt. If he's there, I just hit him on the head. All right, guys, I need to mount this up here. Sorry about getting in the way. I got 2 rod holders up here. I'm putting a rod out in the front of the boat. We're just seeing some action over there, so let's see what happens. It is tight quarters on the boat, so. There's no wind out here in the channel, so maybe we won't go out there. Chad just said the wind's horrible out there in Cherokee.
Really?
Yeah, maybe we'll hang out here and wait for him to come back. Hey, Dom, what's going on? Dom, I know you catch a lot of channels out there in Michigan, but you don't catch channels like out here, man. I don't know how big they get out there, but they are monsters here. We've seen just under 30s come out, many in the 20s. I got many in the teens. We just got, like a 12 and a 14 in the boat this morning. I mean, this place is phenomenal. This is probably one of my favorite fisheries after today. And they got all sorts of fish. They got pike here, smallmouth, largemouth. I think there's no muskies in Mendota, but there's muskies on the rest of the Madison chain. The walleye, we got people with walleye, lots of pike, lots of snot rockets. The crappie bite has been kind of light from what we were hearing. Oh, and there's monster perch in this lake too that I plan on coming back into, going after. Right now, as they're out of season, they're giving them time to spawn, which I think is great, which is probably why this fishery is so big. They let the perch spawn big, and I think these catfish gorge themselves on the big bluegill population and perch population here. Have a great weekend, Chris. Thanks for confirming that was Pappy that needed the info on the boat rental. If we head that way, I'll actually snap a picture and hold on to it for him. If not, I'll just look it up. Big in the Great Lakes. Yeah, they get big in the Great Lakes. That's right. You're close to Erie, correct? Yeah, they get pretty big. But, without having to go on the Great Lakes, man, you can't beat this area. It's ridiculous. Let's see. I gotta get a bigger speaker so I can hear the live stream. We're gonna stream. I don't know, maybe another 40 minutes. We got some intel from Chad and Dee that The back, like the marsh area is, oh, is that a bite? The marsh area is super windy out there. I imagine it's the same on the lake, so it might pay to stay, sheltered here. I mean, we got 2 fish already. Where there's 2, I think there'll be more that come in here. They're both retainers, which are good catfish. They're real fun to catch. Good channels. So, still looking. I'm looking for that 30, man. I'm gonna come back till I find that 30. 30 seems right. 30
got you hooked.
Got me hooked. 30 seems to be the magic number at this place. There's a lot of magic numbers, at least for fish, as far as I'm concerned. Me and Rob were talking about this on the way here. For me, king salmon, a 30-pounder is magic number. That's what I've been looking for a long time. Flathead, 50 pounds was that magic number. I got that this year. Am I going to catch a 60 on the Fox? Probably not. Maybe somewhere else. I'm thinking Watts Bar might be a good place. Tim would probably know better than me about where a 60-pound flathead is possible. I know a lot of guys that fish the Fox. I think, at least the guys I know, they're looking for 40s. So that one I caught was ridiculous. It was that. So if you look at here, lean over real quick, Rob. If you look at the top of my motor, let them see the top of my motor. I got a space in between the 30-pound club and the 50-pound club. So I need a 40-pound flathead to fill that space right there. If you guys can see that. So that's what that's all about. So I just added a 30-pound channel cat to my list. I also got, a 3-pound crappie on my list, 3-pound plus. So there's some goals I kind of sell. Mike Turner, good morning. What's going on, bud? We got 2 fish just in case, because most people ask when they come in. We're going to guess at like 14 and 12. I think those are kind of conservative guess. And if not, it don't matter. They were into their teens, no problem. Wouldn't you agree those for teeners? Absolutely.
Yeah, I always go conservative.
Chad, blue cats are going to get their own sets of stickers. Those are my flathead stickers. I'll put my blue cat ones maybe on my windshield or something. But for blue cats, I want a 60-pounder. I figure blue cats get bigger than flatheads, so might as well go bigger than what I got as far as the blues go. That would be a good goal to get. Trust me, when I get that 43-pounder, he knows what I'm talking about. When I get that 43-pounder, I'm going to be happy. But like a lifetime goal would be to catch a 60-plus blue. There's a couple of people in here and a couple of people I know that'll definitely help me on that journey. Maybe I'm being conservative in that dream fish category. I'm not just talking about, I'm just setting some goals, but like a 30-pound salmon, that's crazy. Salmon, they go out for X amount of years. I think it's 4 or 5 years, and they come back to die. So I've caught them in the 18 to 20-pound range, and those are big, but they get up to 30. So those 30s, the reason they get to be so big is, one thing, genetics. Second is mass. They feed like crazy, which means they're super aggressive, which means they're going to fight like a freight train. So that's my reason for wanting them. Heck yeah, I got to set your goals. Go out and get that 60-pound blue. Get on that Missouri River. Mr. Stokes says it's possible down there. I know Tim knows that it's probably there. Mississippi River. They're there. I know Mike Greenwald catches some big fish bumping. It's another thing I'd love to try someday. We'll get it on there. I have all these grand plans, but, time and money are a separate thing. I'm sure you can all relate to that. These are lifetime goals. I want a 3-pound crappie. I want a high 3-pound crappie, probably more than a 40-pound blue, to be honest with you. Dee got 1.5 pounds, I think, pretty close to that when she was fishing with Betty. They looked like they had a blast that weekend. They carried on to this one. See, there you go. I didn't think that big flathead I got was possible on a Fox, but it happened. Me and him crossed paths. I definitely believe you could get, you can do things to make luck happen, But without the actual luck, it's never going to happen sometime. Yeah, it really isn't. It takes for me at least, it takes a long, long time to meet goals like that. But you can't catch big fish if there's no big fish in the water that you're fishing. So I thought 40 pounds was probably the most I'd see out of the fox. I was surprised to get that one. And if you guys look at the pictures from this weekend, I'm a pretty big dude, so I make them fish they don't look as big as they do in real life. Would you agree with that, Ron?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's kind of my curse, but again, this is why I don't really care about weights and stuff, because I've been putting up with that forever. So it is what it is.
Can't change it.
Yep. Don't forget deep open water, bait fish that nobody ever sees. Good tip. I get exactly what you're saying. He's got one channel about 2 pounds, lots of bites, but couldn't get them to hook up. Downsize your tackle, Mike. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm telling you what I would do. If I'm going after little channels like that, which I do, whether it's eaters or just fishing the ponds or my little local spot, if they're doing that, I'm downsizing the bait and the hooks. Maybe a little bit longer lead, or give them room. Give them room to hang themselves, especially a channel. And Tim, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe, just from my experience, that channel cats are like one of the most opportunistic catfish there is, not including bullheads. I don't study bullheads or fish bullheads other than places where they're easy to catch, to modify my techniques to figure things out. But I know with channel cats, it seems to me they're very opportunistic. When I say that, they're hit and run, right?
Absolutely.
Especially the smaller ones. They're trying to feed. There's a lot of competition. So a lot of times, if they can grab that smaller hook and that bait, a little bit longer of a leader, it gives them room to hang themselves. They'll set their own hook even better. So let's see what Tim says here. The deep open water, he says, I would shock anyone with how old a 30-pound channel cat is. I believe it. Big Northern Lakes. That's on my list, Tim. I want to get that 30-pounder. And you know what? The fight of these bigger ones is so much fun. I didn't realize how insanely crazy they run. And that one 17-pounder actually did a tail stand. My jaw kind of dropped.
It is crazy.
It was, wasn't it nuts?
Yeah. These things will run halfway around the boat.
Yep. Bottom feeders hookup. What's going on? How you doing? Good morning. I think it's the morning. Let me change back to my regular screen. It's 11:27 where I'm at. So if it's afternoon, good afternoon. If not, good morning. Yeah, and another thing, I'm partial to the north. I really kind of am.
Are you?
If it didn't get so cold here in the winter, I'd probably move to Wisconsin.
Yep, that would keep me up.
Yeah, that's the one thing that might do it. I might toughen up and if I can move far enough north where I can ice fish a little more, or if I had access to a lot of ice fishing property, like private access, meaning place to keep sleds and stuff, that might be a game changer. I wouldn't mind staying in the Madison area. Madison's real nice. It's a pretty decent sized city. With our businesses and stuff, it would be nice to stay in a city. And having this lake right in the middle of town, man, I'd be a happy man. Let's see what Tim says. 60-pound flathead exists in decent numbers of the northern stretch of the Mississippi and a few of the bigger tributaries and lakes over 80 years old with original pot. That makes all the sense in the world. You got to have that. I wonder, and Tim, you would know this more than I would. Did they do any dating on any real big fish, or did they figure out the growth rate in larger fishes? So let's say somebody catches a 30 or a 40 pounder, what it would take time wise for them to go from a 30 to a 40, a 40 to a 50, and a 50 to a 60. Because I imagine it's not exponential. If anything, it might slow down the older they get, like other species. That's just a guess from what I know. Just say yes or no if the growth is decreased as they get older, or no if it's exponential and they get bigger faster. Man, I'm geeking out here.
Nothing wrong with that. We're fishing, man. What do you say to that?
Nothing. He's probably. Oh, here's something. Newer Lakes. Oh no, he was talking about Newer Lakes here. Yeah, newer lakes with a heavy shad population and a newer population of flathead stocked in a 30 to 50 years ago range. All right, so I want to look for places like that. See now, that's. I'm glad you mentioned it because that's not something I considered about looking at the actual body of water and the history of its. How it's been the stocking program and the actual creation of the lake. I'm not talking about by God. I'm talking about by glaciers and such, and you know, geological sense, right?
Yeah.
But that's definitely an aspect that I would have to start taking into consideration in my deep thought when it comes to catfishing, any fishing. More data is good. I've been having, all right, this is from Bottom Feeders Hookup. I've been having little light bites and hard hookups on blues. I tried downsizing my tackle, but it doesn't help. I don't know what I would do there. Okay, he was saying that he's getting light bites, but they're not hooking up. He tried downsizing his bait and his tackle, and that's still not helping. Maybe they're not catfish.
Could be.
That would be my guess. And I've tested that theory before with a cast net, and I've ended up with like turtles and little pecky bluegills and stuff, even a couple of perch. Pike will do that. Little baby pike will grab the baits. That's why they use treble hooks for pikes, and they'll let go. A lot of times, pike and muskie will hold on to a bait until you get them up to the side of the boat, and then you'll watch them just go pop, open their mouth, and out comes the hook. Yep, 100. Tim also agrees that jail cats are 100% most opportunistic. And that's some people think, well, that's okay. How does that matter? Well, that to me it matters in setting up a rig.
Yeah, absolutely.
I keep saying that. Give them room to hang themselves. If you need to get that bait up off the bottom, so not only get the scent out there, but it's easy for them to grab and run. I mean, think about it. The mechanics of it. If they got to come down and scoop something off the bottom, they don't actually bite on baits. They inhale baits like most fish do.
Bait,
Yeah. Take all of that. So I use that information for the whole mechanics of of my rigs and stuff. That's okay, Tim. We'll talk later, man. You know how to find me. I know how to find you. I'm going to probably have this stream on for another half an hour of that. And then I'm going to try and use the rest of my time here doing some fishing with my buddy Rob. Actually, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to give you guys a look at the docks. And I got some people up there. You can look at them. I'm going to take a quick, not for YouTube, not safe for YouTube, or I don't want kids to watch me taking this break. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Sun's out, Mark.
It is.
Might be a game changer.
Let's change it up, at least in Cherokee.
Right. Clouds are kind of stacking up again, too.
Look at that. See, these are fish too, right there on the bottom. See the yellow stripes right there?
Yeah.
That's how you got to differentiate these things that are on trials. And you know who told me about that and showed me about Jonathan when we were out there? I was like, dude, those are fish. That's back when he had he had a 9-inch, but the same version with the same thing. So he was showing me how he goes about reading. It's helped me big time. But even though they're there, don't mean they're going to bite.
Just hangs up one of them. Remind me later to send you those pictures of
Okay, cool. Oh, that's great. Send it now. It doesn't do anything for the live stream. It's going to be
dude.
Look at this. The sun's warming up my gauges.
Seemed like when them.
You're absolutely right.
Hey, it looks like too. We got more water here than the first day.
I saw 4 more inches in Cherokee
Okay.
on the sonar. Back, folks. Sorry about that. But I did go an hour and 36 minutes without taking one of them breaks, which is a good thing. Very slow growth on flatheads after sexual maturity, which on average is about 36 inches. 36 inches on a well-balanced population. Good to know. 3 feet. I'm trying to think how big 3 feet is. 3 feet probably from here to the end of Yeah, I've caught 30. Yeah, so we're looking, 35 pounds, somewhere around there, I'm guessing, depending on how healthy it is. 30-pound plus we'll go. We'll start there. Good information to have. Here's another. That's a big mark on the bottom right there, right under us. That's a big one. It's like they're hugging the bottom. Maybe they're coming through.
That last fish that hit, I saw him come up.
I saw that
before the line ever moved. That's crazy.
What Rob was saying, and I noticed that too, is I kind of saw it just as I kind of turned my head like just as it was happening, right? Because you had mentioned you might have a bite.
Yeah.
And it's like it was an up hit. It's like it grabbed the bait and swam straight for the surface. And we've been seeing splashes like that, like the ones we've been seeing here.
Back here.
Maybe, if we don't, maybe our next move is just, I don't know,
Next
dock up and fish this whole shallow area right here.
Yeah.
But Betty and Brandon were fishing right over here, right?
Yeah,
They fish this whole area. I really think they cut through under these docks. They make a straight line from here to there. Why they come over here towards that corner, I don't know. Those guys up there, they might be casting, but there's no reason to channel cat when you're thinking artificial, right? For as long as they're there. It's about 23 pounds for a 36-inch flathead. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, I'm terrible at guessing. I can guess within the 10-pound range, like a 10 to 20 and a 20 to 30-pound fish. But when it gets close, Betty got right on the money at my PB. And she did that from 100 yards away. She got it right on the money. Kudos to her. I've read reams of information on growth habits and open participation. Lots of the actual studies. Cool, back to the 90s and the 2000s. And he's absolutely, you're right, Fins, it looks like so. 15 to 28 inches, depending on sex and genetics. Dr. Epic is right.
Dr. Epic.
Hey, Mike, did you make that dinner yesterday, or are you cooking that today, bud? With those armadillo eggs, that's what I call them. Yeah. With the pulled pork and the bacon-wrapped jalapenos. Sorry if I misread that wrong yesterday, but I think you were stuffing them, which sounds delicious. I'd stuff some of that pulled pork and a jalapeno any day.
Dr. Epic with a PhD in whisker face.
That's right. ABTs, you call them. All right. What does ABT actually? I get you. Yeah. The T word. Yeah, I've heard that before. I've kind of tried to adapt armadillo eggs rather than anyone, but I know what they're called there too. Man, I look kind of red. I got some sun. My wife's gonna be mad. She's pretty protective of me when it comes to the sun and my health. Wants me to take care. Cheese stuffed, bacon wrapped, jalapeno smoked. Amen. You know what you just made me do? I'm thinking when I got a pork butt in my fridge. I think it's time to thaw that sucker out. Maybe get that on the Yoder this week. Make me a pork butt. I think I got a twin pack, so I may make both of them, and I think I've mentioned this to you before. I probably have. I talk about this somewhere. I love to vacuum seal the finished product with no sauce, just as it's with a little bit of the juice in there, vacuum seal it, and freeze it as is in the coldest part of my freezer. And when I go to eat it, I actually warm it back up in a pot of boiling water. I make sure to double seal both ends because I have those bags you actually cut to size. So I put a double seal on both ends to guarantee you they don't leak in the water or in the freezer. I kind of stack them in the freezer like a file cabinet when I do that. Get the stuff flat as far as brisket and pulled pork goes, and I'm able to keep them from being rustled around in the freezer, minimizing damage to the vacuum seal bags. So that's pretty important, especially if you got economy vacuum seal bags. You can spend the money and get some pretty good ones. Let's see what I think here. I think we all love your passion and great questions. Hey, thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I'm just sitting. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? How you doing, bud? This place is awesome, brother. You guys are absolutely right. This place is awesome. I'm definitely going to be up here, whether it's for more channel cats or just for even the perch and the other species here. Hey, Sampy, what's up? Thank you for the well wishes. I'm sure you meant that for Rob, too. This is Mo Creek Fishing behind me, if you haven't recognized him. He's a good dude. And Mike Sampy, I want to fish with all of these guys. Mike Sampy's another guy I definitely want to fish with.
There's a whole bunch of people I want to
Man, I win that lotto, man. I'm visiting every one of you guys.
It'd be a great road trip.
Be a trip on me. And when I go fishing with Mike Chavez, this is what I'll do. Rather than taking him out to dinner, I'll mail order like all the best cuts of meat. You know what I'm going to send you, Mike, if I win that lottery when I come to visit you? I'm going to send you a 3-rib dinosaur ribs. Real fancy, maybe Wagyu beef ribs, man. I definitely want to try those. But I think it's like $100 for like a 3-rib rack. That's not something that I just spend lightly. If I can... Sometimes coupons and stuff helps. That's when I take advantage of sales or whatever. But other than that, and then we'll have you smoke that. I'll put you to work, and then hopefully I'll have a big old lottery-sized boat, and we'll go out fishing out in your neck of the woods. You can show me how you guys gill net those shad. I want to try that.
I like the way you think, Mark. You're making me hungry, buddy.
Rob did kayak fish. You had your mouth here. You want to tell Bob what happened with your kayak, if you like?
Well, it started out in the kayak. That's my preferred way to fish. Broke the motor off that right away on the way up here. And then I got here and the electronics quit. So Mark was kind enough to take me under his wing and get me in his boat. And we've had a ball. I mean, this has been probably the best trip I've been on as far as fishing. If we didn't catch a fish here, just the people we meet
But we did.
We did. We absolutely did.
Everybody caught a ton of fish here, man.
Katie Docker yesterday, she caught how many? 6?
I don't know the number they're keeping under their belts.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know why, or under wraps. I don't know why they're doing that, but they got a bunch of fish yesterday. I think they did very, very well.
That girl has had a smile on her face since she got here.
You know, I have a theory. Lyle has been a tournament fisherman for so long.
Yeah.
You can't take the tournament fisherman out of him. Pretty tight-lipped. The rest of us have all been kind of sharing information and stuff, and it's been cool. But, you know.
Even James Dockery's been smiling on
you. Shh, don't say that.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't know.
That's right. The inner ear bone. I was talking to James Dockery about that. We were discussing how bigmouth buffaloes, how they take forever to grow. I think it's like between 20 and 30 pounds can be up to like 80 years old. You got something?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. 80 years old. That's how slow their growth rate. And apparently, if I remember correctly, they're reaching sexual maturity takes them a long time to do, which is why in certain areas of the country their populations are actually hurting. I know there's a conservation effort in northern Wisconsin, maybe in uh, eastern, I think it's Wisconsin, on a couple of rivers where they're actually putting limits on them, just because the species are um, um, so much in danger. They're not as crazy. I mean, people catch buffalo in certain parts of the world, but maybe they're just overabundant, and it's not because they're breeding that fast. There has to be a massive population of them. I know a lot of bow fishermen go after them too. Ryan says, I'm interested. Uh, Hold on a second. Let's see what he says. I'm interested to see me and him and Robert probably only put a 30 plus in the boat. Trying to figure out. Trying to figure out what they've done in the last year. Yeah, for some reason the 30 pounders here. I think you're talking about the channels here. 30-pound is like the magic number. Everybody's got stories of 29s. I haven't even talked to anybody yet that has that 30. But if they get up to 29 pounds 7 ounces, you know there's going to be a 30 pounder out here. Yeah. That seems to be like that magic number. The only accurate method of aging catfish. And unfortunately, yeah, dissecting it to get it out there, definitely. You know what? Yeah, I get it. I have opinions on that. And part of it has to do with commercial fishing. I'm not a big advocate of it. I understand people need to eat and people need to make a living, and as long as there is commercial fishing allowed, um, might as well take advantage of the scientific data that can be gathered by it until it's no longer allowed. I don't see, or I can't think of a way, and I could be wrong, that commercial fishermen can be regulated where they would be not allowed to catch big fish at all. So, I mean, at least if they're getting big fish, we might as well make the best out of a bad situation, at least scientifically, to collect that data when it's available to us. Did that make sense?
Perfect.
All right. So that's my opinion on that. If we're going to cut up fish, it shouldn't be by, DNR catching fish or taking them from anglers. I think they need to go to a market and buy a fish and get their data there, or when they're turned over a market. I think they can be out. Yeah. That same spot too, right?
Yeah, I'm right off the corner.
Perfect. So, as far as like commercial fishing, that's my only kind of opinion. I kind of keep the rest to myself, which basically means let's take advantage of a situation. Let's find the silver lining. Let's see what Epic said here. It is the only accurate method. We read that. Avid posted a couple pictures. All right, excellent. I'll check out them pictures when I get off the stream. No, they're not doing what they have done in previous years. Okay, I got it. A 34-pound flathead last night. Excellent. Congratulations. I saw a couple flathead posted last night. I saw one guy get a small one, and I saw a couple ones on Facebook. So, yeah, next week we're going after some flatheads for the second time. First time it was bank fishing, so at least I got out. And I did get one. I got one all the way to the bank, man. They must be hungry because it held onto that bait even with the hook turned into itself till I got it real up and close, and it just kind of opened its mouth and let that bait go. So. I saw that pic of that one that Jonathan got too. That was a pig. Oh, Ryan, guess who I met today at the hotel? I met Denny. I met him out in the parking lot. He was coming out of the hotel. We kind of looked and recognized each other. It was pretty cool. Real nice guy. He took some pictures of me and he took some pictures of us together, and I got some too after the fact. And a real great guy. It was nice to meet him. It was a pleasant surprise. So they're heading out. They're probably out here somewhere on their kayak. So that'd be cool to see. There's a money shot in there. And then you're going to move your other one to the corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get that one on that corner, let me know. I'm going to move mine back behind that white and yellow boat over there, so we can cover this whole line because they seem to be traveling through here. Oh, that's right. That's good. Good. We'll give those a second to settle, and I'll cast them. So. Oh, and another thing we're seeing here, Ryan, is huge carp, man. It is this nice clear water. You can see them swimming clear as day. Good morning, Philip. How are you doing? You good? All right, I'm going to recast my bait, guys. I'll be back. This one, I'm going to leave in the deep. It might have been, which is why I'm leaving it out there. It might not have been as high as what I think.
One fish don't make it better.
Two fish makes a maybe. Yeah. I'm pretty good at casting. I gotta say. I'm proud of myself. You should have seen me like the first year. It's like it'd be like this swing.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta get that bait swinging, man.
Keep an eye on that for me, would you, bud?
You got it.
Hopefully he can hear me. Hopefully he'll realize that I'm live. But I can't answer the phone while I'm on here, bud. Hopefully he'll pop in the chat because I just gave him the hang up button. That's usually usually when me and my buddies are talking to each other. If you get that, we call it the FU button. Kind of get a little upset. So Damien, hopefully you come on here and say something, and I'll let you know if it's real important. I can always give you Rob's number to call me if he lets me. Okay, let's see. Egg bearing in Latin. Okay. I guess this boat's a little more stable than I thought. Rob likes standing in it, at least more than I do.
I'm used to standing in a kayak.
I could never do that. I'd fall. Patriot Catfishers of America. What's going on, James?
Hey, James.
We got two today, both of them teeners. I left my scale in the truck, but they were solid teeners. At least like a 12 and a 14, we're guessing. But they were fun. They're fun as heck to catch. So we're doing pretty good. We're keeping them in the teeners pretty much all weekend. But heck, how often you get to catch a catfish, 12 pounds and up, let alone numerous ones, a channel cat, I should say. And man, once they get that size, the heavy tackle we use is actually useful. They fight more like if you're fighting. Let's say, I would say a 15, we're going to round it to 15 pounds, right? I'd say a 15-pound channel cat on a heavy catfish tackle fights like maybe a 5-pound channel cat on, let's say, like on a really soft, ugly stick with 10-pound test. Yeah, 12-pound line. That's how I would compare it. It's a wild ride.
I've never had a channel cat strip drag on my blue cat rod.
Yeah,
Put it that way.
exactly. If they are highly stressed, like in the Satilla, where the DNR is shocking, the big ones, there's an article of 7.5-inch gravid females. Do they mature earlier in such cases? That's definitely a question for Epic. Don't ask me.
Yeah,
I'll read the answer and try to decipher that in my own little brain for myself. Here we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about right there. On that side too.
Right up in the cellar.
So people that are just here, I don't know if because there's more people watching than the actual chat. We're in about we're in 3 feet of water. Directly behind us, 50 feet maybe?
Yeah.
It drops to 24 foot. So we're fishing that ledge and we're fishing along some docks. We're marking fish coming down a certain side of the boat, this side of the boat. So what we're doing is we're casting our lines in a parallel to the way the boat's facing along this whole area, maybe staggering them back and forth a little bit, hoping to get them while they're traveling, and it seemed to have been paying off. I know a lot of people like to fan their baits. We do have one that's off to this side in the deep, and I actually caught one there today, but that hasn't been the spot of.
You can technically say half the fish come in deep water today, though.
Yeah, you could.
1 out of 2.
But you know what I mean.
Right.
One fish isn't a trend. Right. Hello, Roger. What's going on, bud? Thanks for checking out the screen, buddy.
Morning, Roger.
Hope I'm doing a good job, Mr. Live Streamer. Ohio River Live Streamer. I'm surprised the train ain't come across yet.
I haven't seen the train here yet. Have you?
Yeah, when we pulled into the hotel, the train was across those tracks right when you get in.
Okay.
All right, it's 12 o'clock. Ding, ding, afternoon bite's going to turn on. I wonder if Betty got their issue resolved. Betty, if you happen to be listening to this, just let me know if you guys are okay out there with the boat, if you got that blown out. Man, they had a long way to go with a trolling motor, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yep.
What they should have done is pull their lines up, let them get in this 24-foot of water and just play like they're getting on a plane.
Yeah.
Just nail it once or twice, see if that could do it. I just thought about that. Granted, they might get upset or something, but I don't know who that was.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying hello to Roger. You know, I keep looking at my electronics thinking, do I want to switch over to Humminbird? I do want that live scope, unless that Mega Live is good. But those Humminbirds are a little more money. But the image on there is good. I'd have to get a look at one with an HD 56 transducer and see what it's like. You know, you look at those demos like at Bass Pro Shop, and I don't trust them for nothing.
No.
It never looks like
trying
that.
to tell them anything.
I mean, I even shave for my live streams and my shows. It doesn't mean I'm usually shaved.
Right.
Meaning my around the goatee. Not over 30 yet. Brandon got one just under 30. Maybe half a pound. 29.7. So definitely 29.5 pounds. He was close. The crosses, the cooling port's blocked up, so they were using their trolling motor to get back in the deep water so they can open it up and get it blown out. So hopefully they're doing all right. They're safe. They're there. We got lots of people here. We got lots of tow ropes. I told them to let me know, and we'd end the stream and go pick them up and haul them back. So yeah, they're good, but that's just what's going on with them. We're in a lot of shallow, muddy water, so if they got into some shallows like I did, I can see how that the cooling port on their motor would get stopped up. Lyle and Cindy are doing great. They're fishing with Dockery and Katie, and they're putting the ladies on the fish. So Dockery got a good one too, but I'm not privileged to say what he got. He won't even. I know what he got, but I don't think he's telling anybody. So I'm gonna keep that under wraps. That's for him to say. That is a monster channel. Roger, man, you should see how these teeners even fight in the 20-pounders. I had a 17-pounder do a tail stand yesterday. That was pretty cool. Was that yesterday or the day before? Everything's a blur now.
That was
it with you? I got the 17.
Yeah, we had 17 the day before.
Yes, it absolutely is. Yeah,
These things will run halfway around the boat, tangle up everything you got. They're crazy.
It's a good time.
Yes. They go on runs like a big smallmouth.
Yeah. All right, folks, we've been live streaming for 2 hours, and I promised myself I was going to have some. We were going to get up and do a bunch of moving today. Loves live streaming with you guys, but I'm going to take a little break from it and enjoy the last few hours of fishing. We're heading home in the morning. If we get into some monsters or something, I'll guarantee you we'll post pictures of it. But I want to thank you guys for checking out the channel. I always thank you guys for the support, and I hope you all get out fishing. Oh, and thanks for the great conversation. You guys are awesome. Talk to you guys later. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channels, watch their videos, and have a wonderful day. We'll talk later.
See y'all.